Saudi human resource firm's IPO fully covered in first hour. This is according to Bloomberg. Saudi Arabia-based manpower provider Tamkeen Human Resource Company got enough bids from investors to fully cover its initial public offering in the first hour after books opened on Sunday, according to people familiar with the matter. Tamkeen is seeking to raise up to 398 million riyals, or $106 million, by selling a 30% stake or 7.95 million shares on the local stock exchange. The company said in a statement earlier, institutional investors covered the order book across the price range of 46 to 50 riyals a share. And people familiar said asking not to be identified. That was from people familiar asking not to be identified. Representatives for the firm didn't immediately respond to requests for comment, but the offer period and book building for institutional investors will end on October 17th, and the retail subscription will run from November 5th to November 6th.
It's just such a red hot IPO market right now, maybe one of the hottest in the world. And it's been that way for a little while now. So you're seeing kind of global interest in that market. If you have, either your company or a subsidiary or a JV for listing, because almost every time a company is listed, you're seeing subscription or oversubscriptions either at the requested amount or well above that. This is interesting because it's within 1 hour, everyone said, yes, we want part of this. Tamkeen's IPO is the latest in a series of offerings to be rapidly covered by investors, which I just said, indicating that the activity in the kingdom's equity market will stay brisk throughout the end of the year. Of course, in last episode, we discussed a little bit about how there are some headwinds now from regional tensions and the spreading of violence in the region. So we'll keep an eye on that. The fourth quarter was a very sluggish start for the stock market, but not for Tamkeen's IPO and their interest. So far this year, equity offerings in the country have raised over $15 billion, largely driven by Aramco's secondary share sale, one of the biggest of its kind of the year. And that also sold out within hours, as was the $763 million IPO of local hospital group, Dr. Suleiman Al-Faqih Hospital, which we discussed on the show and is interesting. I saw a really cool post, Hannah, on LinkedIn about how the market is just absolutely on fire. Like Aqua Power. I mean, all these IPOs that have happened, you're looking at, for some of them, 750% growth in company value after listing in Saudi Arabia. So that is a testament, I guess, as much to markets in general worldwide, and then the Saudi market in particular being red hot, and a lot of interested investors in Saudi Arabia looking to get into the market. These IPO listings are attractive at the beginning because you're feeling like you're getting in at the ground floor, of course. Do not, but this is not, none of this is investment advice. We always have to say that. But
definitely not
this advice. Is not advice. Yeah. But it is interesting.